Hello, love, and welcome back to the Compassionate Curiosity Podcast, a space where we explore the messy, beautiful, challenging project of being human. I'm your host, Rachel, and for over a decade, I've supported thousands of women on their well-being journeys as a family nurse practitioner, Peace Corps health educator, wellness coach, and yin yoga and meditation teacher. And I help women break free from the exhausting cycle of never feeling good enough in their bodies without having to lose weight or fix themselves, so they don't waste another year feeling depleted, disconnected, and drained from the pressure to look a certain way. And here in this space, we dive into the stories we carry about our bodies, stress, and self worth, sharing tools, reflections, and lived experience to help you soften the pressure, reconnect with your body, and create more space in your life to breathe, rest, and just be. All guided by curiosity and grounded in compassion. And if you're not already following the show, I invite you to take a quick second here to hit follow so that you never miss a new episode. And I'm so happy to have you here with me today. Today, we have another Quick Shifts episode, which is a shorter conversation designed to help you check in with yourself and make small, meaningful shifts in your day. I want to talk about something that shows up in the lives of so many women that I work with, and what was absolutely my situation for so many years of my life. And that is living from survival mode. And I want to set the intention here to look at this from a lens of curiosity as opposed to a lens of needing to fix. Because survival mode is actually your body doing exactly what it was designed to do when it feels overwhelmed, unsafe, disconnected. And so survival mode isn't a flaw. It isn't evidence that you're doing life wrong. The challenge isn't that we go into survival mode. That's actually imperative for our lives and survival. The challenge is when we get stuck there and we lose access to ourselves, to connection, to our intuition, to presence. I like to think of the opposite of survival mode being connection, because connection is what opens the space for us to feel grounded, present, and able to respond instead of react. It's what gives us access to our whole self again. And so today I'm going to walk you through 5 signs that you may be operating from survival mode instead of connection. And I'll give you one simple doable tool for each one of those that can support you in shifting out of protection mode and back into a regulated, connected state. And so before we dive in, as always, I want to invite you to join me in a moment of slowing down, to arrive into your body, into this space. A moment to just breathe and just be here. So if you're safe and able to, I invite you to make yourself comfortable and gently close your eyes. And start by taking a deep breath in through your nose and letting out a long, slow sigh through your mouth. And do this again 2 more times at your own pace, just noticing what's present in you right now as you do that. And then let your breath settle into its natural rhythm as it is right now. And now I want to invite you to bring your hands together and shift your attention to the sensations that live in your hands right now. Maybe there's warmth, coolness, tingling, pressure, pain, just noticing whatever's there. And then you can slowly, gently release your hands. And let's take one more deep breath in through your nose and let out a long, slow sigh through your mouth. And when you're ready, gently opening your eyes and coming back to this space with me. Thank you. Okay, so before getting into the signs, let's start with a quick foundation here of what's happening in our system when we're in survival mode. Survival mode is what happens when your nervous system says, I don't feel safe. Your body shifts into protection, and that can take a few different forms: fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. So let's look at each of those F's. Fight is where protection comes in the form of you getting reactive, irritable, or feeling the urge to control or push through. Flight is you rush, overthink, stay busy, or try to outrun the discomfort. Freeze is you shut down, you feel numb, overwhelmed, or disconnected from your body. And fawn is you people please, appease, or say yes to keep the peace even when you don't want to. And I want us to really understand this. When you're in survival mode, your body is not betraying you. It's shifting into protection, prioritizing safety over things like clarity, creativity, calm, openness, communication, connection. It's literally trying to help you survive something that feels threatening, even if the threat is emotional overwhelm, people pleasing, perfectionism, or fear of letting someone down. So, with that foundation, let's move into 5 signs that you may be living out of survival mode and what you can do about it. So, sign number 1 is you immediately go into fixing, controlling, or problem solving. This means that you jump into fix it mode before you even feel your feelings. Maybe you start trying to figure everything out. Maybe you get rigid or hyper efficient. Maybe you start planning or overthinking. Again, this is a safety strategy. When overwhelm or uncertainty is present, control feels like safety. So, if you've ever noticed yourself trying to manage, fix, or solve everything before you even catch your breath, that is survival mode speaking. And so, a tool that you can try out for this that helps interrupt the urge to fix is, before you fix anything, pause just 10 seconds and ask, what's happening in my body right now? I tend to drop into my chest space or abdomen first and then go from there. But you can start wherever sensation feels most noticeable for you. And this one question brings you back into presence. Because the moment you tune in, your body registers, I'm here with you. And that alone begins to regulate your system. That somatic awareness interrupts the stress response and gives your nervous system a cue of safety. Sign number 2 is you disconnect from the body and live from the neck up. This shows up as overthinking, numbing, analyzing instead of feeling, avoiding your body's cues. It's like your mind takes over and stops checking in with your inner world or your physical sensations. And here's the thing, when the body doesn't feel safe, the mind tries to take control. And so a tool to guide you back into your body when you've gone up in your head is similar to the first one, but this tool is less about pausing a reaction and more about rebuilding connection with your body. And so you can try a quick body check with 3 parts: jaw, breath, and belly. So notice if your jaw is tight or relaxed. Notice the pace of your breath. And notice any sensation in your belly. Could be tension, softness, emptiness, anything. You don't have to change anything. You don't have to force calm. Just make gentle contact with what's there. Awareness is the first reconnection. Sign number 3 is you say yes when you mean no. This is the fawn response: appeasing, over-accommodating, trying to keep the peace, which is not a personality flaw. It is a protection pattern that may have helped you survive difficult dynamics in the past. When we don't feel safe to take up space, we shrink, we agree, we comply, we minimize our voice to avoid rejection or conflict. And so the tool here to help you pause the automatic yes is trying out a micro boundary. And this is done by telling yourself or the other person this one thing: I need a moment to think about it. This gives you space to come back to yourself before you respond. Sign number 4 is you feel irritated or overwhelmed by small things. This is not you being dramatic. It is not you being too sensitive. It's a capacity issue. When your nervous system is already overloaded, even small things can feel like too much. Your window of tolerance gets narrower. So, a tool to help widen your capacity in the moment is a 1-minute breath reset. So, you inhale for 4 and you exhale for 6 and do that for a minute. So, why exhale for 2 seconds longer than the inhale? This is because a longer exhale activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which signals safety to your system. And sign number 5 is your inner critic gets loud and thinking becomes black and white. This one is so common and also so misunderstood because most of us think that the inner critic is the enemy, when in reality, it's actually a protective part trying to keep us safe through control, perfectionism, or prediction of worst case scenarios. Your inner critic isn't trying to destroy you. It's trying to protect you by keeping you small, keeping you in check. And when we're in survival mode, the brain doesn't see all possible outcomes. It sees extremes. I'm failing. Nothing is working. I should be stronger than this. Very all or nothing black and white thinking. That rigidity is part of a stress response. And so, a tool to help you hold space for this inner critic rather than react from her is to change the question. So, instead of what's wrong with me, try what do I need right now? And notice how instantly that invites compassion. And so, as we wrap up here, overall, survival mode is not something we get rid of or never experience again. It's not something we eradicate because it exists to protect us. But when we're continuously operating from that state, it can start to do us harm. And so it becomes incredibly powerful when we can notice, oh, this is what's happening, and then gently shift into connection. And I want you to remember this. Your body is always communicating with you. The more we listen, the less we have to fight ourselves. And so, as you move through the week, notice which sign shows up for you most often. Is it the fixing? Is it the disconnect? Is it the saying yes when you mean no? Is it the irritation? Or is it the harsh inner critic and black and white thinking? And what might your body be asking for when that pattern appears? And then maybe the next time that sign shows up, try out the tool that goes with it. These small steps you're taking create small shifts, which are what lead to real change. And if you're looking for more support in understanding your patterns and reconnecting with your body, I'm opening a few more spots this week and the following for a body peace breakthrough session where you and I will have the space to explore what's keeping you stuck, where you want to be, and next powerful steps to take to move you toward where you want to be. And so check the show notes below for guidance on how to connect with me to schedule that. And thank you so, so much for joining me today and bringing with you your beautiful curiosity and courage. And until next time, my dear, may you know that you are not alone. I am here with you. May you be guided by curiosity and grounded in compassion, sending you love, light, and gratitude today and always.